Welcome, once again, to Clinical Theurgy, episode 63. Jess, I did not mean to interrupt you, but I know where you were going with that anyway, because I remember this complication.
Yes.
Speaking of going places, the party was and wasn't really going places, were they? They made a trip to the astral plane briefly, but
Yes.
otherwise you guys have all been in town for like almost a month now.
Well, after Goron got eaten by a demon, then we needed a little R&R.
Or a lot. I don't know.
Or a lot. But last time we experimented with Niev's stabby form, and that went interestingly. Ivy agreed to get stabbed for information, but of course the stabby one went for the throat and nearly killed her. But Goron was able to use a heal, and it worked like mending did on her, and she got some shadow hit points. And the shadow dagger that Niev / stabby one put into her, it like went into her, and it's like a part of her neck, and she's got like these shadow hit points now. And then after that, we found out that they had resurrected the person they found by the tunnels. And well, we didn't find that out right away. They sort of did like this whole like, you have been summoned to the ministry type thing, and it was kind of like, it was kind of like they were creating a reason for us to go there. And once we went there, then it was really bright, and Antaeus and Ivy could not go in, but Goron and Niev could. And
I mean, we could, it just felt like it was gonna hurt really, really bad.
Right.
Technically, Niev is correct. If you would have tried to push further, you would not have been able to go in.
Oh, well.
But you guys didn't know that because you chose not to push forward.
So we, Goron and Niev went in, and before us was Rafael, and we talked with them a little bit, and basically found out that she was there for the book, Antaeus's book, and so we devised going to the astral plane in order to actually be able for all of us to speak. So we did that. Antaeus also convinced Goron to use the glowy orb, and Goron had a meeting, like a more personal meeting with Krazkaron, and then he was told to give the orb to Rakarada, and so she was talking with the mistress, I believe. And so then after that, we got down to brass tacks. Basically, she told us that Kandor needed the book, and so Antaeus had agreed to give it over, but we'd have to, basically, like, he'd have to give it to Goron, and then Goron would have to give it to Rakarada. So I think that's where we left off.
Yeah. We left off with the most important question. You all leave the astral plane. What does Antaeus do with that book?
Which book?
The book.
I believe I have no reason not to give it to Ra.
Well, do you give it to Gul'ran to give to Ra?
I know you just mentioned this, Jess, but why were we told to give it to Gul'ran to give it to?
Because you can't get close to Ra because of the light.
Right.
And
the restraining order.
The restraining order. Too many cheese jokes. Wait, that was me with the cheese jokes.
Yes, if that was what I was suggested to do, then I would probably do that.
Right.
But I guess I would try to keep an eye on Gul'ran just to make sure that it gets to her.
Yeah, as you pull the book out and prepare to hand it to him, there's a bit of light coming from inside the book.
Kind of like peek in there real quick. I'm
Yeah.
assuming we're in a place where it's like safe to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, we're still
You
in
can-
You're at the
Ministry,
Ministry.
You can see a little object glowing from the inside.
What kind of object?
Well, you only got it cracked open, so it's a little hard to see. You're gonna fully open the book? Yeah. You open up the book all the way, and inside you can see what looks to be a wand of some kind.
The Elder Wand.
Yeah, you can easily peel it off the page. This one comes off as if it was waiting for the right time.
That's significantly easier than I expected and a little concerning. Yeah, I'll pull it off.
Yep. As you do so, I'm going to need you to give me the psychometry ability check that you have.
Hell yeah. Is that... which one?
Whichever one is the one for psychometry. I forget which one it was. I feel like it was sense motive, but I don't remember.
Because I think psychometry, I think it does different things, right? Or am I... Because I think it unlocks the occult skills things.
You have the occult skill thing that gives you the psychometry thing in one of your... Hold on, I will look this up for you. It is a subset of perception.
Okay, that specific one. Okay.
That's because that's the only one that's psychometry. Oh no, I'm sorry.
The
The psychometry is appraise. I'm sorry.
Oh.
We'll use that roll though. What's your appraise comparatively?
My appraise, surprisingly, is actually would make that into a 40.
Okay. So you actually have the option here of whether or not you want to view this this memory. You know that it will not deal you any amount of sanity damage. As you know this to be a memory that, if everything is correct, you have stored yourself in here, but not as yourself, but also as yourself.
Well, in that case, I absolutely would view it.
Okay. If you fail, you would have taken sanity damage from it, from the unexpected
sure.
jolt. Let me pause this music and play.
I feel like Ryan's like enacting the movie Memento with his characters, just like leaving messages for himself.
Ah, perfect. Then I have no idea what to expect.
Exactly.
Because I've never seen that movie because I'm bad.
Oh, really? Well, I mean, it's not really similar.
You are standing in front of a mirror. You can see the image of a man fitting a description you recognize. It is Candor. If you have this, then that means everything has gone improperly according to plan. It means that everything I've thought is wrong, and everything that I thought I might have to worry about has gone the way I expected it to, so everything is going to plan according to not planned plan. So, you should be handing over the book to just the right person, under just the right circumstances, at just the right time. If they fail, it will be your responsibility to find the book and bring it back and then kill yourself. Keep this wand. I know it's against your inner interests, our inner interests. But trust me, you need to die at the end if they don't make it. I know you're thinking, why do I have to die? Well, there can't be two me's. And let's face it, you're the broken one. You're what's making me do the right things now instead of the wrong things. That's why I sent you there. That's why you need to stay there. But if you have to come here, then we have to get rid of you once you get here. Otherwise, you will try to kill me. I know you don't think that's how it works. But I know you better than you know you. Because you're me when I was whole. Well, you're part of me when I was whole. You're not going to get any of this, are you? Doesn't matter. You'll at least have the message. This wand should do a lot of good things for you. I'll leave you to figure it out. You should be smart enough by now. If not, well, then I fucked something up. Hopefully that's not the case. Good luck! Bye!
Fantastic. Well,
Goran, as you watch for a moment as he pulls this thing off of there and then zones out while he's holding onto this open book. That he's supposed to be giving to you to hand over to Ra.
Oh, yes. I'll hand over the book, close it, and then hand it over.
Is it safe?
Yes. As long as it gets to where it's supposed to go.
Wait, where's
You
Ra
are.
at this point?
She's still inside the security room.
Oh, okay. Well, I just have to bring it in there, so nothing should go wrong between here and right
Why?
there.
Why did you say that?
Why? It's true.
Never seen anything on the viewing globe, have you?
I don't watch that nonsense.
It's always a precursor for something terrible to happen, but
Kids these days are always stuck on their viewing globes. When I was a kid, we didn't have no viewing globes. We didn't need to. We preoccupied ourselves with religion and worshiping the gods, not these nonsense viewing globes.
And
Anyways,
Teus,
give me
you
that
know
book.
specifically well that viewing globes existed when he was a kid. He just probably didn't see one of them.
because I suppose they probably wouldn't have had them out in the forest.
I
I
mean,
grew up in the church, you idiot.
but
Well,
surely the
eventually.
church would talk about tempting
Well,
the gods or something by saying what could go wrong.
Yes.
I
Yes.
didn't say that. I said nothing can go wrong. Right here. All right, hand over the book.
I'll hand it over.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can take the book. The book gives you no negative consequences for taking it.
I implode.
Thank you.
I just put it under, or I just hold it and I just walk towards the
Yeah,
door. To
you
give it
can
to
walk
him.
right back in. Did that have to take so long?
Who's this talking?
Rian,
Oh.
hand it over.
Body
Come on.
29 Bekal
I'm
steht
supposed to give it to
Produziert
Ra
in.
directly.
Ra, go ahead.
Yeah. I'll step up to take it.
Yeah, I hand
Very
it.
good. All of this is arranged.
Well, I wanted to hand it, keep a hand on it as she takes and hold on to it, and then
Okay.
I wanted to say something as she
Yeah.
Is it?
What are you thinking that you want to say to her?
well, in my head I want to just give her a final you better be the person I think you are. And
Ra,
I
you
hope
hear in your head him say that.
Interesting. Do I feel like I can communicate back in my head?
You're not sure. You actually think that question, Gulran, you hear that question.
I can hear you.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know,
pretty
but
I'm pretty sure I'm the person you think I am. I will do my best
I
here.
hope so. If not, well,
Would you all stop holding that damn book and staring at each other?
I let go of the book. And go,
Maybe they need a moment alone. Goron is single.
Ready to Christian mingle.
Shot mingle. That's funny.
What a pairing that would be, a half orc and a dwarf.
That's actually a character that was roaming around my world years ago. A half dwarf orc.
Facts.
Well, that's all done. So, the guards will escort you to where you came from. Though, to be honest with you, I'm quite sure you can probably handle yourself.
Probably, but if they wish to escort me to make sure I get there, I will not object.
Good.
If you happen to see any flying winged creatures, don't give them the book.
Pretty sure the mission is...
Speaking of, this is your last chance if you want to follow her home.
I do want to go home, but I feel like that I will have to make that journey later. I have other things, other promises to keep before I can do that.
Well, that may not end up being an option. We're planning to investigate and properly seal that tunnel, given the opportunity. We cannot have an anomaly where foreign invaders from another country could get into our cities.
Yeah, and if this is your only shot to get back home, why wouldn't you take it?
But if you do that, then Brianna can't come back.
It's not my concern where Brianna is or is not. What is my concern is making sure that this country is secure. That is my job, that will remain your job, and that is technically your job. You chose to join us when you came over here in her body. You chose to usurp her body with your body. Now you are here, and you work for us. Now, you may choose to go back at any time that you want, but we will be securing that tunnel. Maybe you get things done that you want to before you go on your own, and we don't get it done in time. Maybe you do. I don't know how long these endeavors are going to take us, but I will assure you there is a timetable.
Actually, I don't know if I'm in the same room as him.
You are not in the same room while this is happening.
Well,
hold on. Rod, you need to leave like right now? Can you wait a few minutes? Can we discuss this with our other members?
We are not going to continue to harbor someone here.
I'm just asking for 5 minutes. I glare at Rion.
He'll take a step back. Do what you will. Go on.
Thank you.
I will.
Wait, I'm gonna sense Moto. Is he just like gonna do it anyway and go or engage?
No, he's not gonna leave this room, and he's not dispatching anybody to do anything.
He's just like, yeah, fine, go ahead, and they just like leave.
I will. Before I leave, I will say thank you, Rion. I appreciate you giving me a moment here.
I'm not leaving. You have your moment, but I'm not leaving.
I understand. I will go outside.
Yeah, we'll go outside and we'll just go to an alleyway, or if we feel like no one's like overhearing us anyway in the steps.
Yeah, you'd have to go a ways back out, I think, at this point. Because
if we're comfortable,
now that the four of you are kind of like hovering there, guards will be kind of like shooing you out.
Oh,
as you're kind of disrupting the flow of traffic. I don't know how you can stand there if you want. You're getting some pressure from the guards periodically to kind of keep moving.
Can we just stay here for a few minutes to discuss something?
Make it quick.
We are. So yeah, I guess we'll huddle around. I'll say, so Niev, what are you thinking?
I'm conflicted. Since I've gotten here, everything I've done, everything I've tried to do has been to, of course, help this country, but also with the idea that I would be going home if and when I could. I will turn to Antaeus and Ivy and say, Rion is...
Ivy's not there.
No, I thought
we came outside. Oh, no, Ivy walked away.
I'm
left.
On the run. No,
yeah.
I went in the fucking astral plane and bolted. I'm like somewhere in La La Land being chased down or something.
What about Elizabeth?
No.
What character do you have around that you can RP?
None. They're all busy doing something else.
Technically, Ivy is still there.
Oh yeah, her body, right?
Yes.
But
She's
I'm like
still way the fuck out.
What do you think, Ivy? I'll cast speak with that.
I'm not dead. Rude.
So anyway, I guess I will then turn to Antaeus and say, Rion is saying that this could be my last chance. They want to seal the place behind Ra when she leaves.
While you're saying that, Ivy collapses on the floor.
Oh.
A couple of guards come up, pick up her body, and carry her away.
What are you bringing her?
We're bringing her where she belongs. Not your concern. Keep up
She
whatever
is my
you're
concern.
doing.
What?
One fire at a time, I suppose.
Jeez.
Sorry, they're sealing it up behind her?
That's what he said.
Like immediately?
That's what he said.
He did say it could take some time, but they don't know.
They don't know how easily they can do it. I assume it would not be something so simple as you could just stone shape something and enter there.
Yes, but then if somebody were to stone shape it back, it would probably be just as easy. If they knew what they were doing, of course. Well, it'd be nice if we had a timetable on that, but I don't believe any of us would fault you if you chose to go back home.
You said something that if you went now, Brianna couldn't come back. How do you know?
I was simply meaning if they're going to seal it behind us, then that means that Brianna, if nobody can go out of the country, nobody can come back. And
Well,
I
right,
don't.
but if you go now, you could tell Brianna the way to come back, and I'm sure they can't seal it immediately, or at least there'd be a chance for her to come back.
Well,
Regardless,
and
there's no
also-
chance for her to come back at all if they seal it this way either.
I don't know. I'll look at Antaeus and I'll say, the only thing, you're the only one that's really been able to reach her. I don't know how she would manage to come back. I assumed that if I could get there and talk to her and tell her, then she would know to come back, but I suppose she is at Marishad. She is at the university. There's plenty of bright minds there. Who knows? Maybe my professor would know a way back or something.
Wait, and Tejas, does your communication work two-way?
No.
It's only one way?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to speak for you, Antaeus. I just...
That's a good question.
Because I was thinking if you could, maybe we can convince Rian to wait until we get an answer so that maybe Brianna can meet you there. But I don't know if we can convince him to wait.
Yes, I don't know that he'd be able to afford us the time that we need to wait.
Well, you could still send the message immediately and tell her if she's interested in coming back to meet at the whatever that place is, and hopefully, I mean, it's as best chances we have. We've never had a chance of seeing her again. This is the only one that's come up. So,
Well, it's true, but immediately maybe not the right term. Close though, like I mean.
Well, maybe we can discuss the details with Rian. Maybe if you can get the timetable from him and Tejas, maybe he can let you know when they plan on being there, and then you can let Brianna know.
That sounds good, and hopefully there'd be some way we could convince him to, I don't know, maybe if it's possible to set up some sort of guard thing there, and then give us a little bit more time to do these instead of doing it so abruptly.
You seem pretty insistent on going there ASAP.
Well, yes, but I don't. and I could be wrong, but I don't think that there's any immediate danger. And well, I mean,
He seems to think there is, and I can't really argue against him. It's a way into the country that they didn't know about, and anyone can come through.
anyone that knows about it, though.
Right. Well, who the heck knows? It could be a danger. We don't know.
Yes, but I'm concerned. Well, I wonder if like a few days wouldn't be too much time to ask. Not like a month or a year.
You're better
like that,
with crafting
but-
your words than I am. If he'll talk to you, I'll tell him about it. But we have to
I
give him an
appreciate
answer
that,
pretty
but-
soon. He told us we had 5 minutes to talk about this.
I don't wish to break my promise to Ivy, but I have to say the only thing that could possibly make me want to break that promise is the chance to see my sister again.
I think Ivy would understand. This is maybe your only shot to go home. And
Yes.
she's in no condition right now. We don't even know what's going on with her. Who knows how long that's going to take now.
Yes, hopefully he has an answer for that as well.
I had always assumed that I would be traveling with this person back. I assumed that they might need it to keep the book safe.
Fair point. Then you wouldn't be going alone either, and neither would she. And that's a very good point that somehow I had not thought of.
Yes, well,
I can't speak specifically for Ivy, but I think that I feel fairly confident, and I look at Guran for the both of us, that if you should decide to go home, that nobody would be upset with you for that decision.
Of course not. It's maybe your only shot to go home. No one would fault you for wanting to do that.
it's more than I even dared dream of when I first came over here. I didn't think I would ever get that opportunity again.
Well, I mean, you can give him your answer that you want to go now, and I mean, you still have time to think about it. You don't have to step through whatever it is. You have up until that moment to back out if you want to stay, but like I said, I don't think anyone here is faulting you for wanting to go home,
Yes.
so it's up to you.
I think that I shouldn't take a chance. Don't think that these kind of things happen often.
Exactly.
Let's go get Rion and see where the heck they brought Ivy.
You two can head back in.
Yeah.
That felt like forever.
We may have taken a little few extra minutes.
You certainly
I
did.
appreciate it. But I believe Niev has an answer for you.
Yes. I do not want to waste an opportunity to return. That's always been my ultimate goal, is to see my family again, to be with them again. So my decision is that I will go with Ra, and hopefully make it back home.
Very well. Well, then I suppose the two of you will be setting out.
Just the two of them?
Well, along with the complement of guards and the Arcanist, I'll be sending along with them.
Two goblins, right, too?
They have already made their own way back, apparently. We offered them the ability to either remain in custody or return home. They chose the option to return home. They're not here now, right? I said specifically did I bring them in here? I don't remember them being here.
No,
'cause-
I was just curious what happened to him, which is
Yeah.
why I was saying something.
No. They basically hold them for a while and then give them the option of stay or go. And they don't trust this place that they don't know anything about.
Well, I do need to just, I guess, gather my things so that I can travel.
Yes, the guards will go with you to make sure you do such a thing. And, hopefully Ivy will be conscious before then.
Yeah, speaking of that, what did the guards bring her? She just collapsed.
We told you we were going to take care of things. She's very, very injured after the damage the mental strain she suffered after her dealings in the astral plane.
I am a powerful cleric. I can handle it. Where is she?
Yes, Gulram, but you've got matters of your church to attend to, now don't you?
But,
Rion, would you be able to give Antaeus more information about this tunnel? He wants to try and tell Brianna to give her a chance to return here.
He thinks for a moment. Once the two of you have been secured where you're going, at that point I will have the Arcanist share the information that he got from Ra, so that he may do further research. It will be a race versus us. Again, I must keep matters of security at hand, and until there are troops waiting there, I will not have any anomalies that could occur.
I think that is more than fair. I
know it's more than fair.
Thank you.
My gauge check was to suss out if there was anything that, like, he didn't want me specifically to, like, see what's up with her, or it just seemed like he's just annoyed with me.
You, with that gauge, actually, you do get, like, this sinking suspicion that, like, that was like a very weird jab for him, because, like, this is your party member. It would have made more sense for him not to spend their resources to fix this problem. So there's definitely something that doesn't sit right about this, and feels very, very wrong. Like there might have been another reason for this.
Well, sorry, out of character or in character, do we know that she's gonna have like 2 negative levels and this is gonna take like 2 weeks to cure, basically? Like,
Antaeus can clear that up. It won't take 2 weeks to cure her back to consciousness, but it'll take some time for her to like get back to consciousness. They're gonna cure one, and then later on they'll have to cure the other one. Or you can cure the other one, but they clearly for this time want her to be in their custody.
While we're waiting for Ivy to recover, can we accompany this guard to make sure Niev gets there safely?
Go ahead.
How far is it?
Oh, you mean to the tunnel? No, I will not allow that anomaly. I need to make sure this is properly secured. The men I am sending are men that I know I can trust, and that I know if I can't trust them, they won't be alive anyway to be untrusted. You see, perhaps this is something I can finally explain to you, Gulram. There are people that are in our employ, the higher up the ladder you get. People that are willing to take objects placed directly into their body. Should they betray the country, they betray themselves. They are, one might say, erased from existence for their betrayal. No need for us to take action. It is just done. These men I know for certain I can trust.
Sounds like Thoth magic.
Well, there's a reason that he has been so successful in this world and with this country.
I don't recall. I remember, were we all told that this was basically Thoth's country, that he could form his own way, or?
It's been gradually revealed throughout the campaign. I don't know what information has been shared with each of you, but I'm pretty sure that much has been shared.
Well, when are you guys setting off? Today? Right now?
Immediately.
I just have to go home and get my belongings.
Well, as you said, at least I can accompany her for that much of it. Right?
Yes.
All right.
Are we done now? Can we... I've got things to attend to.
I guess so. Yeah, I'll head out.
Okay. Yeah. The four of you can head out to Niev's property, escorted by guards. On the way, however, there will be a very loud, thunderous... That I did a very bad job at that. But it sounds very similar to the roar you heard from one of the other lizards, but more humanoid. And as you look to the direction of the sound, you can see a very large winged creature that looks very similar to Toxini, gradually morphing into human form. And taking a stance, and moving very rapidly down towards the ministry building. The guards kind of turn and look, but then they look at the four of you. We gotta keep going. No time to worry about this.
What do you mean?
There are many competent people dealing with those things. We have our things to deal with.
Need to go.
Is there any way we could get a silver bag of holding?
For what?
For what Ra carries.
Thought that was already dealt with.
I'm not sure the two things are unrelated.
For the record, by the way, Antaeus is keeping a 40-foot breadth between him and Ra.
Good.
All right. Well, I guess we can't deal with that right now. Can you give us some privacy in Niev's place while we get our things for traveling? Or do you her things?
Sounds like it's going to need to be a very quick trip.
If you'll head inside, we'll give you your privacy.
Right.
I'll head inside.
There's a sound that fills the entire outside of the house, and if you glance out the windows, you will see a big blue force shield around the perimeter.
They just force cage us or something. Anyway, I turn to Niev and I say, something about all this is rubbing me the wrong way. I don't know. I look to Ra. I assume she's with us still.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, I don't know how good you are at reading people, but
Pretty good.
Rion was giving us some weird vibes about this whole thing. He didn't want me to look after our injured ally, and he won't let us. He's using these weird people that are guaranteed not to betray him and stuff. I don't know. So this whole thing is weird. Something weird. And Teas, I meant to ask you. Damn it, now I forgot what I wanted to ask you.
Antaeus, by the way, Ra's really burning your retinas and giving this weird feeling all across your body.
I remembered. Sorry, before I forget. I know you're feeling expositionally some way, but quickly. I wanted to see the legality of them not letting us look after our own team member. But yeah, sorry, go feel your things.
Oh, yeah, that...
Yeah, this is basic. She's, right now, a criminal. And she is basically been captured as a criminal. So they have every right to treat her as a criminal under the law. And that is what they are doing right now.
Although I'm sure that it also serves some other benefit for him, but using the law to his benefit in this situation.
Do you guys know why he wouldn't want me to look after Ivy instead of him? He seemed rather insistent.
Well,
I'm not even allowed to look after.
And also, I don't believe that he really I mean, I don't think that we questioned it much, but I don't think that he really wanted us to see you in between when you were gone and when you came back either.
Huh?
When you were
I don't
dead
think that
and when
we-
you came back.
Yes, I don't think we were able to see you in the meantime, but we also didn't have any way to do anything much at that point, so we didn't press the issue much.
What do you mean, see me? You couldn't see me when I was dead.
Well, when we brought
No,
you
we
here-
couldn't. We couldn't be with your body.
Well, my body was in the belly of a demon. What do you mean?
But in the
The
process,
bit
in the
of
way that he brought you
material that
back,
we brought back.
Oh,
we weren't really. It came off as we weren't able to observe any of
the
this.
process.
Yes.
So if something
Huh.
were done in between then and when you came back, it'd be unbeknownst to us.
Well, this is really worrying now. What?
Also, by the way, Ra, there was another one of those beasts that was in search for that book. Just so you're aware.
Yeah, you ever seen something like that?
think I have.
They're called dragons.
I'm actually trying to remember.
Niev!
Conscripted. I don't think we ever saw them in conscripted.
No, you did not. You did not see them as a participant in conscripted.
Yes.
Well, Niev is a little rambunctious, but Thoth has safeguarded these creatures' details about them, and if you want to know about it, you will incur Thoth's anger, so...
Well,
I
let's
guess
be
you already know
honest,
their
he already
name, but-
wants me dead, so it's just another thing to add to the list of why he kind of wants me dead, or wouldn't mind seeing me dead. I don't know if he actually wants to actively kill me, but I think he wouldn't mind if by a product of everything else I did, I ended up dead.
Shushat would want her to know.
Although it would be weird for him to want to kill you now. But after you're done doing what you need to do, I suppose it wouldn't be too... Anyways.
Well, if you
Does it
want to
maybe
accept
come
the
harder and
risk.
harder? I have already accepted this risk. It's pretty much the only thing I have left to
Yes.
care about, so...
Just wanted to give you a warning on that, considering that thing just showed up, and you're conveniently leaving with it. So I'm sure that the two are not entirely unrelated.
I wish they would give us a bag like you had in Teus.
Yes, I don't know if it's my place to give this away, but
I will convey the details I learned about dragons to Ra if she wants to know.
Yeah, you can do so.
I suppose I would hand this over and take out all my drugs that are my numerous amounts of drugs that are in there, because that's where I store them. This might keep it safe. It's lined with silvers. I guess I'd give it to Yev, as to not get too close to Ra.
I will take it.
So keep it safe from with the silver, so that people can't hijack it in extra-dimensional space.
I don't like that we're not allowed to even escort you to this place.
Same.
Well, I don't know what else to do. It's
No, I agree. You have to take this risk. I just wish there
It's
was a better way.
suspicious.
Yeah.
well, it's my hope that Brianna will come back to you all.
Do you have access to send people messages from great lengths away?
I do not believe that I do, unfortunately.
You're attempting to use sending. I'm sure that it won't work. I've tried such things, and it doesn't appear to work outside the barriers.
No, I meant if she was in danger, she could let us know or something. Across great distances, but I don't have anything that would... I could cast status on you, but it'll only last for a day, and then I won't have any knowledge of how you are.
Well, I will attempt to, if I meet Brianna, ask her to send a dream back to you guys to let you know that I'm safe.
Well, I just meant on your journey there, or while you're still in the country, if anything bad is happening, that we could know about it.
spells, anything of that nature.
Wait, Antaeus, I can't remember what you said. Can she dream back to you if you send her messages every night? Or can you have any wherewithal if she's okay when you do this?
No,
Well, they can't
No.
exchange messages via one spell, but if they both have dream, they could dream message back to each other. Back and forth.
yeah.
But they would have to do it in separate evenings.
Yes, and it'd be high. I mean, the chances of somebody else having something of that nature, at least given the scarcity of it here, would be highly unlikely. I don't know how it would be there, but
Does anyone know offhand? Is it like possible to use? Like, could she use a scroll of sending, or is it like an impossible check that she can't do?
It's a UMD
sending?
check. Sending won't work. We already know sending doesn't work.
No, I'm not talking about like cross country. I'm just talking about if an emergency happens on their way there,
Oh, okay.
that she could contact us to like help her.
You mean on
If
the
it
way to
works,
the tunnel?
Yeah.
oh, I was thinking through the tunnel.
No. I mean, like once she's through the tunnel, like we can't help. I assume, but
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do a whole
it would
lot,
just
I
be like
guess.
if something were to happen, like where we could reasonably try to like get to her or something. But yeah, I don't think you've been skilling into UMD right now.
I was looking at that. Actually, I have a total of a bonus of 8 to it. I have 2
I don't know
skills
if
in it.
that'll. I think the DC starts at probably 20 or something.
Or
Yeah.
perhaps Ra has a way to
Oh,
contact us.
yeah, Rod, do you have no? Oh wait, but wait, what are you, Ra? Do you call on the divine to use your powers? Could you just use a
Yes.
scroll of?
I'm a divine
Sending?
caster.
So if we bought a scroll of sending, perhaps you could just use it to contact us for aid.
Hold on, I'm out of character checking. I don't actually.
It's a clear. I don't know what spell list you use.
What's It is on the Inquisitor. I'm an Inquisitor, I think. Oh my god, it's been so long on this character. What is the actual class? Yeah, I'm an Inquisitor. So it is on the Inquisitor spell list, and it is of level spells that I can cast. So theoretically, that should be a no check to cast, correct? Because it's on my spell list and it's of a level I can cast.
Believe
Yes.
So.
Yeah. So yeah, if we had to scroll, I can use it without a check.
Well, if Antaeus is okay with it, I think it's worth. I mean, it's like I don't know how the scroll works. Is it still a 10-minute casting time?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's hard to use that in an emergency, but I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. But I don't know. It's an expense I'd be willing to dish on money just so knowing we did something that
Probably
you guys
should
could
also
call
make
for aid
this.
somehow if you were like stranded somewhere or something.
We should also probably make this fairly quick. It seemed like they were in a rush, and I don't like this thing showing up.
Oh shit! Yeah, how do we get this scroll now?
The faster we get them out of here, the faster the safer I would feel.
Yes. Well, perhaps I can quickly purchase a scroll before you guys leave and run it to you before you guys head out. Do I know? Is it a quick thing to buy a scroll, or is it like an ordeal?
You can easily buy a scroll.
Okay. Well, I'll see if the guards will hold on for a minute while I buy a scroll for you on your way out. Is there anything else we can think of to
actually
hook you guys up with
are-
in case?
are you guys? I guess I don't know if Rob would know, but are you guys going through the city, or are you guys teleporting?
They're not. That has not been discussed.
No idea.
Because if you're going through the city, maybe that's not the right one. Maybe local would be better, but try to like get an idea if there's like a scroll place on the way that they would take to get out of the city.
They won't be able to leave the sight of the guards. That much has been kind of like expressed. There is no ability that the two of them will have once they are entrusted to the guards to see anybody other than the two of you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just plead with the guard to allow me to purchase a scroll before they leave.
Yeah, you can go out. You can explain your case. They will not lower the wall, but they will have somebody go out and pick up a sending for you.
Oh, do you have
And
gold?
after a little bit, yeah, they'll take the gold from you in exchange
How
for
much?
getting you the scroll. Sending price minus 10%. Minimum caster.
Spell level is what level is sending? level 4, 700 GP, and you said minus 10%?
Yep.
So minus 70, so 630?
Yep.
Alright, I'll hand him 63 platinum.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tip him.
I'll hand over the, he'll ask, are we ready to go then?
While they're doing that, I'm gonna kind of give this to Niev as like a thing to remember us by, and I'll put those in there as well. And 4 of these.
Okay.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna give her. Ooh, I have 10 of these. I have 10 Krazkron effigies. I'm gonna give. I'll go down to 2. I'll give Niev 1 and Ra 1. She's not here right now. I don't know if she'll take it, but.
That way, if she needs something specifically of mine to contact me, that way she has it. And if not, it's not doing me any good.
Yeah.
So you're giving me the Harlot Suites and the Vigilance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Save one of those for Brianna if you want to
Not
do
that one. I'm not giving you my holy symbol during this.
the Harlot Suites.
Yep.
Krazkron effigies.
And I gave you I already gave you the bag. That's right.
I feel like I'd feel like because I'm not traveling with you, I feel scared. So I'll give you these 2 if you want to put them in your character sheet.
Okay.
These
Scroll of
scrolls.
Lesser Restoration.
Yeah, and a scroll of communal protection from evil. I'll delete these from your character sheet.
Excellent.
Oh yes, that's actually a very good point. We have no idea how long this will take to do, right? This quest
What quest?
for them to get there.
Yeah, we have no idea. It's just I'm just being like the protective person that like I want to give her what I can to ease my conscience that I can't go with her.
I will make one of those, and then
How long does that last? Oh, that's like a day, right?
10 minutes per level.
well,
Well, I mean, like, how long does the?
Oh yeah,
'Cause you're making,
it's
like,
not going there. It stays good for a day, or until he makes something in the place of that one.
yeah, I will. I have how long. I have no idea how long it would take to get there, but well, actually, I guess if Rob would know how long it would take to get there.
Rod does not know how long it would take to get there.
I was dead.
He was dead.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Her corpse was
Well,
transported from there to Knightsbridge.
How
Well, does
aged does your corpse feel?
Well, does she have any idea how long she was in the tunnels for before that happened?
Several days.
Okay, and how long is a week? Is that
10 days.
7
10
days?
days.
10 days. Okay. So I suppose I'll just let you know that I'll keep that slot used for a week. So that way, after a week, I will make it inert in
Okay.
case you need it.
Just I don't know if Ra has any specific. I gave you a Krazkron effigy for like good luck in your travels. I don't know if you take it or not. But also I
Sure.
would cast status on you and thing if you guys are okay with it. It only lasts 11 hours, but at least in your first 11 hours. I'll
Yeah,
know
you
something.
will notice as you cast the spell upon Ra, the spell seems empowered. It will easily last for at least the day.
Is this something like easily noticeable, like just
Yes,
visually,
there
or
is like
it-
so he casts this spell and he reaches out to like place it upon her, and his hand like bursts into brighter light, which for a moment causes Antaeus to like tilt his head. As to what caused that, you're not exactly sure. It's as if some effect similar to arcane coordinates, but for divine had occurred, but also for things more powerful, but in an instant. Like nothing about this follows the rules of magic.
I'll kind of like rattle that off, thinking out loud as that's happening.
Krazkron aids your journey.
All right. So I'm just summarizing here to make sure we got. So I've got a Krazkron effigy, 2 Harlot Suites. Are you giving me all of the vigilance or just some of it?
Actually, because that's for how long, I forgot how long that lasts. I don't know if you guys will need it, but let me scroll
Lasts for
back
1d3 hours.
Oh yeah. I suppose I'd give you guys. We have plenty of them, so I guess I would give you. I'll give you 10 of them.
Okay. And then what was the deal with the dream book?
Oh, that was just something of mine. That was like.
Oh,
That's more a
something that had-
memento than anything else because it's already been used up.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can hide the drugs in it.
Alright. Let's see.
And you have the scroll of protection from evil and lesser restoration.
Yes.
Ra should have the sending scroll because I think only she can cast it. And she should also have an effigy, and you both have status casts on you for a bit.
Alright.
Well, that's all I can think of. Hopefully you can get in touch with us if something goes wrong.
Niev will kind of tear up a little bit because
Group hug?
yeah. And she'll hug both of them. And then I was looking to see if I was looking to see if there was something that she could give you guys. She didn't keep a whole lot on her. Well, oh, it looks like I have on my character sheet the mother's, like mother's ring, mother's necklace of talisman, mother's headband, and mother's belt.
Is that the... Wait, whose stuff is that?
I think that was from the forest, from the
Yeah,
nymph that
the
we-
mother was the nymph.
yeah.
Do we never identify that stuff, or what was the deal with that?
I don't think we ever identified it because of what happened after we killed her, you
Right.
know. So,
Oh. By the way, Gulron, I suppose that if they have issues with memory things and forget who gave them this book, maybe if you could tell them that information, so that way if somehow I cease to exist in their memory, they'll have a way to figure it out. Maybe.
Why
I don't know if
would-
that's how that works.
why would you cease to exist?
I don't know if this thing is related to the thing with Ra, but I'm very concerned about whatever it is that's looking for me. And if I give you the information directly and I cease to exist, then that information will be lost, presumably. But if somebody else gives you that information and you remember that memory, perhaps I won't be. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, if this helps Thorthoth in some way, I don't mind doing it.
I'll try to be out of his vision, I guess, not knowing how any of this would inherently work.
So, what did you want me to repeat to them? Just the stuff about the... What do you want me
Yeah,
to repeat? Like
about
everything you
the
told them?
book and it being my book and like who I am and like
Sure.
information about the memory, a little bit of information about the memories, like about missing memories and psychometry. I don't know if they would have any access to that, but if they fail to remember whose it is.
Yeah, I'll just go through the list of things Antaeus
Yeah.
mentions to repeat to them.
Because my assumption in character is that this thing has been with me long enough that if they were to do something like psychometry on me, that the probability of them getting something related to me would be higher than it would be before I owned it. Just fail-safe things that hopefully we won't have to do or won't matter in the long run.
I am going to give them this, the mother's items that we collected from the nymph, as well as the goblin finger air purifier.
Okay.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Are you able to post it in chat? If not,
So all I have, I just had placeholders for it, so
Because they were
it's
never
just
identified. But you can
Yep.
you can still post them up there so he knows the slot items.
yeah. So there's two.
Just
two
click on the
mothers-
little eyeball where the item is.
Oh, okay, let's see. Oh, okay.
oh, okay. Oh, there's actually 2 rings, or is that
There's
just
2
Yes,
rings.
there's 2 rings.
All right.
And then goblin finger. I'll take those off my character sheet.
Or Goron will,
Which
unless Antaeus wants them, we'll just keep them in my backpack for now.
no, by all means, I do not want to touch those things.
I also will give them a clipping of Hunter's hair. Hunter's
What are we
fur.
gonna do with this?
Yeah, you mean to remember Hunter by?
Sure.
And
okay.
here's a clipping of my hair.
This is weird. Why do we have clippings there? But I guess I'll take them and ask
Maybe-
I'll
Antaeus
kind
for,
of like
vials
look over
or-
at Najee and just kind of shrug.
I was gonna call these like vials of Niev's hair.
Oh, I don't know if I
And
put this
Hunter.
in there or not, but for
Sound
the
like a
information for
stalker.
the book.
You did. You put it there.
Yes.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's
Okay.
okay. I'll be copying and pasting that. So thank you.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's useless at this point, but it's a cool item nonetheless that I came across and something, you know, in case you need to use it later on.
Right, anything else you guys need or want before you have to leave?
Oh, well, here's that Wayfinder. I assume Rihanna will want that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's everything. Niev says, "Thank you all for being so good to me, and I wish you all success, in your church, Goron, and in your business ventures, Antaeus."
Yes. Same for both of you as well.
And when Ivy returns, just tell her I said that I was sorry that it had to be now, but that it had to be now.
She'll understand. May Krazkran bless your journey and keep you safe.
Thank you.
Anything else before you set out?
I don't think so. I've got Hunter with me. I've got, I guess I would take the food and stuff that I have. Well, I've got rations, but I've also got that ring of sustenance, so that doesn't matter. So yeah, that's everything.
You'll head out.
Was the book specifically placed in that bag of holding, just out of curiosity?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, I handed it to Ross so she could specifically put it.
Okay. She just wanted to make sure it was on record before you guys left.
Yeah. The barrier will be lifted. You all can join with the guards. One of them will look at the two of you and the animal. Can you wrap up that animal, please?
Wrap up.
Yes, I need it to be more portable.
Oh, certainly. Hopefully I prepared that today. Normally do.
If you didn't, I can handle it, but you may not like the choice that I use.
Oh, I did prepare it,
Excellent.
so I carry Companion Hunter.
Good. Well, are we all ready to go?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, I have the image of where you were from, where we came from. So, are we prepared? You sure? And he will proceed to cast teleport. And the blink of an eye, they are gone.
Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance.
Niev and Ra, the light slowly changes, and you are standing in front of the cave entrance that you didn't know you even came out of. But thankfully, your goblin friends did.
I hope they're okay.
Well, this is how far the rest of them will be going. I'll be coming down there with the two of you. You're competent in combat, I assume, with that blade, yes?
Yes.
And you may bring back out the wolf.
I will bring Hunter back out.
We could use all the bodies in combat that we can get.
Yes, I'm pretty proficient in combat. I'm not so good at healing unless I have time to prepare, so unfortunately I don't have that many healing capabilities, but
Well, we shouldn't have too far to go down. So as long as we can make it outside of the barrier of the country, then you'll just need to tell me where you want to end up, and I'll make sure you get there.
okay.
I think I've got the math about right. We've been doing some research into the distance of the barrier for some time, and so I should be able to get us outside of it, where I know the
Interesting. So you're taking us past the barrier and then just teleporting at that point?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was expecting to have to travel by foot the whole way back.
Nonsense. That would be a terrible idea. It's imperative I get you to a destination. Getting you only part of the way or putting us in some sort of more awkward situation where I might be at risk is problematic. I either need to be dead or I need to complete my task.
Fair enough.
Shall we? Away?
Yes,
Let's go.
All right. The tunnels at the early part are basically clean. There is no issue. He will get you quite a ways down into the tunnels until he gets near to that point where you had slain that creature. Well, I believe this is about where we know the barrier should be. A little bit further, I made certain of it. Now, where am I taking the two of you?
So I have a question on this. I feel like some of the stuff with Candor, I didn't get to ask all the questions that I feel like she would have obviously asked. Did he say where he wanted me to come back to? Am I supposed to go back to Akunsant? Did he?
He did not give you a specific place to go back to. You know he can't get to Akunsant. You know that you know from the information now that he is in wherever this Mirashad place is, but you don't know where in Mirashad he is.
But we don't even know if the teleport would go as far as to Mirashad.
No, you do not.
I think Ra would be aiming to just pick a city in RA4 that I'm trying to remember all the places of where I feel like would be the safest at this point. But I try to see if he could go someplace that wasn't Akunsant, so I'm not basically just fucking stuck there again.
Okay. He'll ask if you have a memory of it, and he can do his best to follow it.
Yeah, I can't quite remember all the cities, but I'd probably give him...
Meraxis.
Yeah, I don't think I ever went to Meraxis, though.
Nope, you did not.
No, I think I only was in the military camp, the military areas in Krzyzan, so I feel like...
There are other places you technically were, but...
Oh, I went to...
Steve-a-lo.
I would remember that Trent was from Krzyzan, would I not?
Yes, you would remember that Trent is from Krzyzan.
So I would, if she mentions Krzyzan, I would be like, I know someone from there.
Yeah, but Krzyzan is kind of a sketchy town.
Oh, is it? He was a pretty sketchy guy.
You can go say hi to my parents.
I'm actually leaning towards, I can't remember the name of it, but the other one that we would have gone to get diamonds potentially, but they were government controlled.
You would want to go to... Give me a sec, I actually need to look at
Cathartho?
That was the one where we
Catharos.
Catharos.
Yeah.
I feel like I would try to give him a memory of Catharos and see if we could get to Catharos.
Okay.
I feel like that's one of the
Can you
places.
remember a place you were in Catharos? Or can you remember what the outside of... I guess you would remember the outside of the city. Which
Yeah, I feel like I could remember the outside the city, and I in character remember the fucking markets area and stuff that we went with Aravos, where he was trying to act like he was hoity-toity and we were his guard and servant.
Wait, but since you don't know him, do you remember that? Or
I'm
how do you
sure I
that?
remember being there.
She
and,
remembers
like-
being there, but and she can
But
remember
But she doesn't remember being there with Cassius or
gray
Arvos.
area stuff.
Yeah, I don't remember either of them. Oh my god.
All right, so I am going to consider this seen casually, not just viewed once.
Yeah, because we were there for at least a week or so. when
Yes,
we
but
were-
he's getting your memory of it. So for
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
I'm giving him a penalty because he's not physically seen it, and he's not
Yeah.
you can't give him a good viewpoint of here's a clear area to teleport into where you won't telefrag whoever it is
Yeah.
that you appear on top of.
Yeah.
So he's
Makes
got to
sense.
kind of scour the thing for like the perfect place to do this.
Yeah.
So which one of the two of you would like to roll the D100 to see how well this goes?
It's Ra's destination. She gets to
God.
roll it.
All right.
Oh my god. I'm afraid.
He'll be fine.
Ooh, you are fine. The teleport occurs, and you will find yourself standing in the city of Meraxis.
Catheros.
Or Catheros, I'm sorry. It is bustling right now. You are in the what you know to be the lower end district in the south. In fact, I think I've got the map up here. Read it quickly.
Ooh, and actually, was Catheros the city that I met the other like biggest Sascha follower I found? Wasn't that in
No, that was
Catheros
not
as well?
Catheros. That was where your home was.
Yeah.
Home.
Yes, you
Where
all
we-
bought a
Where
house.
we bought that house.
Oh,
For
was
like
that
2
not?
sessions.
That was not Catheros. That was.
Where was that? Oh yeah,
on.
that
That was
was
like
that
the
like
Thoth place.
hoity-toity city.
Let
Yeah,
me
that was that
let
like
me bring
the
up
rich
my
city.
transmogrifier, and I will tell you exactly.
That was the one where the it was like
So,
the big
the
black
name
market
of
area,
that
right?
place was not Bowold.
It was on the coast, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was on the right.
Hang on, I'm gonna move over the map
Yeah.
from the game because you may change your mind about where you want to go. I should have brought. I should bring over the map first, and then we can
Yeah.
discuss.
Because I was trying to like remember all of the places in my head. Because I think I'd actually want to go back to, now that I remember our house, I'd want to go back there. I kind of forgot we had a fucking house, and like
Lived in it for,
Pierre
like, a
is there
day.
somewhere doing something, doing who knows what.
Who's there?
Pierre.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he got a mansion out of the whole thing. He's just
Yeah.
living it up.
And he's
I'm
the
still
only one of
carrying
us
around-
that's not.
I'm still
Oh.
carrying around Cassius' gun. It's literally in my inventory. I keep looking at this, but like I don't know who Cassius now, so I'm like, I'm carrying around this gun that feels
Wait, why
sentimental
don't you
to
know
me, but I don't know
Cassius?
why.
Did I miss
Because we had to make a deal with Thoth to survive one of the haunts in the mansion. Because like I was gonna die from one of
Oh,
them. I don't
that's
remember what it
right.
was doing, but Thoth came to me and was basically like, "I'll let you live, but you have to give up the memory of basically Cassius and like why you came to this mansion." It was
So,
Nolbuz.
No, Buzir was the name of the place. Yep.
Nolbuzir.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Because we
actually.
were-
Well, but Nolbuzir is like super close to the military, and that's a little sketchy because I'm like, I
Well,
am,
the
like,
reason we were able to
refugee
get the
from it.
house there is because it was protected enough from
Yeah.
the military, so that they
True.
wouldn't
It's like
be
super
able to seize
private.
our.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like
Yeah.
Thothy.
Yeah, actually, I think if I could get to Nolbuzir, I'd go back
Okay.
there because it has the house, it has the other follower of Sascha I know about. I know it's protected from the military. Hopefully, Candor
Yep.
can get there. I think because the Catheros, like, I think would have been the second best option, but there was a little bit like uncertainty of how I would be treated there and like what happened with all the military stuff. So
No problem. Let me. For some reason, I can't move the Nolbuzir map over, which is kind of annoying, but that's okay.
and I could give him good. Well, I guess do I want to give him memories of the mansion? I don't even know if it's still our mansion anymore because probably hasn't been paid on.
Well, you could still. It's the safest place you know of to teleport, though, regardless.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of open spaces to end up in.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can have teleported there instead. It is quiet as you enter. You kind of enter into the entryway, and a very large glass creature will look at the two of you as you appear. Master Nakarada, welcome back.
Oh yeah, the Sphinx's thing. I forgot about it.
Whom do you bring with you?
This is my new traveling companion for now, Niev, and our wizard escort. I don't think I got a name. I don't think I'm supposed to get a name.
He starts melting next to you.
The wizard?
Yeah, he starts melting, like just starts like dripping, and like bits of his body start falling apart.
Is there a knowledge check? That would freak me out.
Yeah, knowledge arcana.
What the?
Oh, I'm not dying.
He's dying.
I'm sorry. I'm not even trying to. I didn't.
Yeah,
realize.
I think you're both just like too panicked to think clearly. As he just kind of turns to a puddle next to you.
Did someone throw him into some water?
Well, I mean, I'm smart enough to know that. Oh God. Okay, I had half-naked children running by. I just wanted to make sure they weren't going to run into here.
Thank you.
So would this be a fair assumption? I mean, I remember what Rion said, that like if they had things to like destroy themselves if they betrayed him. Would I think that this could be that effect?
Doesn't seem betrayal, no.
Yeah, it didn't seem like he did anything to betray. So like, yeah, I don't know. Do I have? I guess I'm gonna detect magic and see if I can. Actually, I don't even think I can make the checks to discern anything off of a detect magic. But I guess I'll detect magic and see if there are any weird auras.
Yeah. Give me another knowledge arcana check as you're staring at him.
Come on, roll a little. Oh my.
What? Oh my god.
What?
Wah,
Why?
wah, wah, wah,
Only you had your
wah.
favorite wizard sidekick.
While you're doing all that casting, there's just now like a pile of snow and water on the ground in front of you.
Water. What in the hell? I'm gonna turn to like the golem and be like, "You didn't do any of this, did you?
I did none of this.
Do you have any idea what's going on here with this dude?"
I don't really cast spells.
Okay, I wasn't really sure what your
Have you seen Sphinx?
I think Sphinx is gone. But it seemed like the spirit mother implied she was with her, maybe?
Where am I to go now?
Well, you can go wherever you want, but you can stay with me for now if you wish. I'm back, and...
But you are being searched for, so you will have to go.
Oh, that's good to know. Thank you.
Yes, to Nelly, he said. I'm looking for
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay, please don't tell anyone I'm here.
you. Yes.
Is there
Can
anything
this
you
thing come
want
with
to
us
do?
to Mirashot?
I
don't-
cannot be teleported, so if you can travel
Nice.
there by boat, then I can get there.
Well,
I'm sorry, my name is Glissitor.
nice to meet you, Glissitor. I'm Niev. I know she introduced us, but I just want to say.
Well,
Where are you
I don't
going from
know.
here?
she is trying to find a place called Mirashad.
It's in Phoenicia.
I don't know much
What
about
is
that
a
place.
Phoenicia and a Mir? I assume a Mirashad is a city. Phoenicia must be the country.
Phoenicia is the country. Mirashot is the university there.
Ah,
And I need to find a way to contact Candor, and after that, I don't know where I'm going.
well, there is always that wizard guy that lives in town that all of you sought out so often.
Is that the one who did like the crafting and that Sphinx worked for?
Yeah, let me remind you who he is.
Oh yeah. Oh god, the lean back. Yep, it's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you saying I should go seek him out?
He might have answers to how to communicate to somebody over a long distance.
I do have a sending scroll, but I don't know if that will be sufficient. But I guess
What
if it
is the
doesn't
distance
work,
of a sending scroll?
I don't freaking know.
That was used for emergencies only.
We
How dare
didn't
you
need
use
it
it
for
for
the
personal
emergency,
use?
okay? We didn't need it for that emergency,
How
so
dare you?
we made it. We didn't have to use it for your uses. So now it's gonna be used for my uses.
Oh my god, I spent good money on that scroll.
Sucks to be
Should have
you.
given her a receipt before she left.
You can write it off for tax purposes, I'm sure.
It doesn't list them by playlists. I'm trying to find the Null Buzier music, but I don't remember what track that was. That's sort of annoying.
Sending is limitless in terms of
distance?
distance, but
Yeah,
if they're in
it's just
another
they have to
plane,
be on the right plane.
Yeah. No, there's still a chance, just 5%
Yeah,
chance it
5%
fails
chance
if
it
they're on
does
another
not.
plane.
Yeah.
Nope, that's
Yeah.
the wrong one. That's most definitely the wrong one.
That was
That
the
was the
beach
beach one.
music.
Yep.
I'm okay with going back
You
to
should
the
have went
beach.
there. Just
Right?
retired.
They
Should've
couldn't
gone
have
back
made
to
it to Ancora.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, get away from the military?
They
Bet.
would have
Let's go to
ended
the
up
military
smack
beach.
dab in the middle of the desert if they'd have targeted Ancora.
Yikes.
And they could have had their team building episode, beach episode.
This one then, if it's not that one. That's the background, I'm pretty sure.
You already added Niev's mini on this.
I love it.
Ron Niev, what a weird pairing.
Never saw that one coming.
Well, I guess you guys can spend some time thinking about what your plans are from here. And how you want to reach out to people. Let's, but while you're here, there is another matter that needs attending to. I thought I heard some noise. Ra, you're alive.
Is this Pierre?
Yes.
I am, surprisingly.
It's very good to see you. I can't get
good to
his
see you
accent.
too.
I always have a problem with Pierre's
I
accent.
know, that's why I was like, wait, I'm confused on who
It's
this
supposed
is.
to be old
I
French.
recognize his mini. This jerk was always mean to me when I tried to be nice to him.
Big baby.
How have you been?
Pretty good. I guess I died, but I was brought back, so it's been an ordeal.
You died?
I died. I got stuck in Akumsant for quite a long time, and then Kandor actually came and spoke to me with some of the gods and sent me on a mission to another country. And to get to the country, I had to go through the tunnels through Akumsant. There was a very dangerous creature down there, and I basically took it down, but it also took me down, and my goblin companions were the only thing that effectively saved me because they dragged my body to the other side.
What killed you?
I don't even remember what the creature was out of character.
It didn't whisper in your ear right before it tried, did it?
I don't think so.
I've been forgetting a lot of things lately.
Oh.
I keep hearing whispers, and then I forget something.
I know what he's referring to.
That would be funny.
I mean, I do feel like I've forgotten some things I feel like I should have remembered, like why I went to Akumsant, or...
Well, you went
I mean,
with
I
that
know-
man, but his name escapes me now.
Yes, there was definitely someone I went with, but I can't remember anything about them.
I remember details. He had clothing. It was
Most...
red sometimes, I think, and he was an asshole.
Hey.
He was a major asshole. Very rude to me.
Sounds like you made quite the impression.
The attitude sticks so deeply.
Yes, I do feel like there was definitely some of me having to defy him in the end, or something.
The more he
happened.
talks, the more there's like little tinglings of pieces of memory that start to kind of fire back up. As if some part of talking to him and him talking about this person is kind of rebuilding the pathways between the thoughts that were lost, but it's still very fuzzy, like it's cloudy, like the fleeting moments of a dream.
I feel like maybe we should spend some time catching up and talking with each other with what we can remember, so that maybe we can together remember a little bit more than we do.
But that's when I hear the whispers. The more I try to remember, the worse I think.
I think I can help you keep the whispers at bay.
I hope so.
I'll do my best, Pierre.
Yesterday I went into the kitchen to eat, and then I apparently forgot. I found myself starving the next morning. Half a loaf of bread out, wasted.
Whatever this is certainly evil. Here, let me at least just do this to keep my mind sane for the moment, and I'm gonna put protection from evil on him.
Yeah. You will do that, and you will need to give me a caster level check.
Oh God.
Caster level. Eek.
Yeah, you feel your magic like pushed away as you touch him. And you know that this normally shouldn't be able to be resisted in this sort of way, but it is as if a force is protecting him from your magic, involuntarily.
Some force is protecting you from my magic, but I'm not gonna give up on you, Pierre. I'll make this stick eventually. We'll figure out what's going on together.
Out of curiosity, there's no way that you can be tracked. Like, there's no way they can tell that you teleported in here, right? If they're looking for you, whoever they are.
Possibly, but from what I know about this town, the military can't touch me here. So, worst case scenario, they find out where I am, but I don't think they have anything they can do with me here. But the plan is to contact Candor as soon as I can and figure out what to do next, so that maybe I'm not here for a very long time. Oh, shit.
Messenger!
Here?
Glissitor will
Okay,
head
yeah.
to the door.
I'm gonna make sure I'm
Hello.
out of sight.
Yeah,
just-
same.
The messenger will hand Glissitor a note. Glissitor will look at it and will, like, gesture like he's looking for pockets. Or like they're looking for pockets. And then shrug, and then close the door. Then look at the note. And then bring it over to you, Ra.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It says, "Mind if I stop by?" And it is signed by, forgetting his name.
Not Tonelli?
No, it is the Archwizard of Kazarim. Why am I forgetting his
My
name?
mentor?
Huh? Yes,
My
your
mentor?
mentor.
Heracles.
Heracles, thank you. It
He's
is signed
sick.
Heracles.
He's sick.
Oh, but Whitney is frozen.
Oh, she got shocked into oblivion.
I was gonna say that's quite a face to be frozen too.
Ooh, Heracles.
If we ever get reunited with Candor, Ra will be reunited with Arius. I don't know if she knew Arius.
Wait, why would Arius be with Candor if he's still stuck in the thing?
Well,
Oh, he-
technically he's not with Candor, but
No, he's with Gort.
Yeah.
Gort got him from Blacksmith Inc. Uh-oh.
Her internet.
Internet.
She's still online on Discord.
Maybe she's restarting it.
Yeah, maybe if she's on her phone, it might be showing up that way too.
I don't know what's been going on with their internet lately. Did she get booted out of one of our games recently too?
There was an issue that happened, if I remember right, on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Damn it, this was the last scene I wanted to do before we were going to take a break. Because there's going to be quite a spread of time that's going to pass. And I guess we can go over a little bit of this. So Gul'ran and Antaeus, you are basically in town. You're what? Gonna be the power couple?
Now that the ladies are gone, we can get things done.
I knew that your tastes were indicative when you kissed Sigmar's.
Gul'ran will... I'm sorry. Yeah, what do you... I mean, you guys are basically in town shortly after they leave. They disappear off the lawn, and...
Yeah, I think Gul'ran's main goal would be to... Antaeus just be like, well, there must be something we can do about Ivy. Is there any, like, way we can see her, or... do something?
That's a good question. My concern is if we go to the ministry, predominantly given that that was where that creature went.
Well, you know they wouldn't have taken Ivy to the ministry. They would have taken her to the barracks.
Well, that's the case.
Yeah, my
Did you want
internet
to finish
crashed
their
for a
stuff?
minute.
I just want to see. So you guys, I want to know where you guys are going to head, and then we'll jump back to Rock.
Yeah,
mean,
Gul'ran's
if you
main
wanna-
goal is just trying to get in touch with Ivy and try to see what's up with Rion hiding her away from them. So anything
Well-
Antaeus can think of to do that?
I'm not great at espionage, but I do know someone. And I'll try to get in contact with Zingmars.
Okay. That sounds like a good plan. Let me
Oh yeah,
jump
he
back.
probably is interested in trying to get Ivy too.
Let me jump
Yeah.
back to the visitor. So, Ra, it is a message from Heracles asking if he can pay you a visit.
Oh God. I guess.
You like say I guess, and he will
And he appears.
manifest before you.
Oh my God.
Ugh. Oh my God is right. This place, it's dusty all over. Do you have anybody here to... Oh yeah, that thing. Did she not teach that thing how to dust?
I don't think she got to teach it much of a whole lot before she, you know.
Why do you do these pauses? I don't need a pause for like emphasis. I need you to just keep talking.
What do you want me to say?
Where were you? You've been gone for a month and a half. Or more, actually. I've lost track of time. Maybe
went on
3
a little
months?
mission for some people.
What people? You weren't sent on any military mission.
Not military.
There's major problems.
What major problems?
You haven't heard?
No.
Where have you been?
Out of the country.
Sierra Savant.
No, that's not possible. No one
That's-
can get in and out of Sierra Savant.
We just
Well, let's just say, if it's possible, I did it. Now you want to tell me what the problem is?
Well, for starters, there are major issues with... How do I put this? Remember how the country is under a near civil war. Let's just say that this is now a three-way civil war.
Who's the third option here?
Are you familiar with the country of Dragon's Cove? Well, they were a city, but they have now declared their independence, similar to Akunsant. The difference here is that, unlike when Akunsant declared its independence, Akunsant wasn't mysteriously growing in size every couple of days.
Interesting.
Wait, you have a city called Dragon's Cove, but you didn't know what... Never mind.
Just
It's just a name!
Just don't.
Do you know what a Catheros is?
Can we move on to the other problems?
By the way, what do you mean by this? Why is Dragon's Cove such a relevant word to
Let's
name
just
to you?
move past this, okay?
I have a feeling if I answered that question that I would hear the screaming of my former party member.
I don't have anything to stop my fist on, but if I would, and it would make that noise. Now, I want to know, what is the importance about this? You said Dragon's Cove and acted like it meant something. Now, what does it mean?
Well, I don't know for this country specifically, but in Sierra Savant, we have these creatures called dragons. They're like these lizards with wings. And it's forbidden
Wait.
knowledge.
He'll, he waves his hand, and, this little, image of one is, twirling around in between his hands. Does it
Yeah.
look like this?
That's a dragon.
Not but a few months ago, or less, I saw one of these flying about in the southern mountains.
How long, specifically?
Not very long after, I would say a few weeks after I lost sight of Ra and her crew.
Is when you lost sight of us when we were still in the
There was a
castle?
time where you were in the castle. It was hard to see you there, but I could see your relative location. Then all of a sudden you just all blinked completely off the radar.
Mhm.
And then all of you were sort of gone for a little while. Then you blinked back, but only you and the other... I will not lose it.
So you're having difficulty with that memory too.
No, I'm just fine holding on to it.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
I could tell you his name, but I'm pretty sure it would probably kill you. You want to hear it?
I don't think she wants to die again. Sorry, don't mean to speak for you, Ra. Just assuming here.
I don't believe that his name could kill me, but if you feel like it's that dangerous, I don't honestly know.
The amount of pain it inflicts on me every time I have to think of it, I know it. Now, on to it. You were gone for a little time, reappeared, then disappeared again. Shortly after that, these dragons started appearing, as she is referred to it.
Okay.
Well, one. Very, very, very large. They have been patrolling the southern mountains. In fact, really, just the entire Gulf.
Okay.
Seems strange that you disappear, they appear. What did you do?
All I know is I believe myself and the one whose name you recall, but I don't, went into Ankunsan to try to res the companions that fell in the castle. One, I know Sphinx. I feel like others, I'm unsure. And I, for some reason, lost... It's like I lost memory completely at one point of what I was doing there, and I was just there and existing and confused and wanted out and couldn't figure out how to get out. And then randomly one night Candor came to me with Thoth and the Mistress and someone else with him, and they told me they could get me out if I did a mission for
You're
Candor.
trusting the gods now. You were only trusting one before. Now you're starting to trust all of them?
No. I put trust in Candor. I know that Thoth only agreed to this mission because he was hoping I would die in the process. And of course, if he wants me to die, then I want to prove him wrong and live.
Good, at least there's
Mistress, I don't-
something right about you.
I don't really know why she cared about this, to be honest, and I don't know who the third was, but Candor said it would get me out and it would be important, and I felt like it would lead me down the path I wanted to go, so I agreed to it.
Have you told any of this to Tonelli? He's been looking
No,
for you as well. He's been hounding
I-
me nonstop. Do you
I've
know how much
actually-
that interferes with my research?
Yes, I know. You literally gave me this note like 10 minutes after I got back here. I literally just got out of the other country. Like I
If
don't
I
know
didn't
how you know
have
I'm
regular
back.
people watching for you, then I would have like a problem because I can't get any work done.
Okay.
I'm thinking about putting him in temporal stasis, but now that you're back, I guess I don't need to. Just to chill out and get a couple hours. Are you going to report to him? I will have to at least say something to him.
I want to try to get in contact with Candor first, but yes, probably.
What do you need to get into contact with this Candor person?
I need to tell him the
No. Like, what things do you need? Let's escalate this so I can get Tonelli off my back.
I need to physically see Candor face to face. I need to meet with him.
Can I just summon him up? Is this a summonable
Yes.
thing?
Yes, if you can, then do it.
All right. How far away is he?
I have no fucking idea.
That doesn't help me.
Well, I don't know how to help you. I don't know where he is.
Do you have a sending scroll?
I do. I was trying to about use it before, you popped in. And
Do you
then
already
this
know
all
your 25
happened.
words then, or are you just still coming up with them? You should have had it cast already.
Okay, let me cast it. The message will be like, "It's Raw. I'm back. Where are you?"
You will get a reply of things are really bad, can't give you a location exactly. Use the school or come by boat.
I don't know what this means. He's saying use
Mirror
this-
shot at the end. Or not mirror shot, Phoenicia at the end. Because he doesn't know you have Niev with you.
Okay, so this should recall for you. He's saying he can't tell me where he is, but he's saying use the school or come by boat, Phoenicia.
Use
That's
the
what he's
school.
telling me.
What school?
Mirashad, the university in Phoenicia, where I'm from.
Oh, what? Where did... Who the... What the... Ugh! There's so many unanswered questions and I don't have time for this shit.
Hi, I'm
Get us to
Niev.
Phoenicia.
I don't know if I can make it there. Hold on, I'm thinking out the math. Does anybody know anything about geography?
I might actually.
I'm pretty sure
I
that's
have
a
it
big
framed.
no.
Yeah, you are not entirely helpful. You're like, from here, it's some distance in... And you, like, spin around the room that
Yeah,
direction.
nope, I got nothing.
I could share a
Okay.
memory with you if you have that spell.
That doesn't tell me how far away it is.
Mm.
Hold on, I'm making sure. I don't need to have seen the destination. I just need to rely... Okay, yes, we should be fine. Alright. I guess I can share a memory with you. If you have a memory, where is this place we're going?
I'm going to share the memory of... Oh, God. I'm going to share... Let's see. I guess I'll share the memory of banana flies.
Okay. You will share the memory, and he will grab both of your shoulders, and he will teleport you
Bye, Glycidor.
away, and you will appear in the burned out shell of what once was a restaurant, surrounded by ruins. Well, this is an odd place for me to take you, but I need to be going. I'll let him know you're on another mission, and I'll let him know as soon as you're back.
What?
Okay.
What? Come on!
Do you have the possibility of... Oh my god, I don't know how to find Candor from here.
You'll have to figure that out. I don't have time.
Oh my god, stupid reckless. Hate that dude.
And that is where we will have to come back to Ra and Niev. So we have some stuff that still needs to go on, though, as we move back to Gulran and Antaeus. But before we do that, let's take a short break, and when we come back, we'll see what they want to do about circumstances. See you shortly.
Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance. Do you want to be a champion? I mean that sincerely. Do you actually want to be a champion? I've seen what you can do. You're good. Maybe even good enough. But you're lazy. Most of the time you just sit there judging others for their mistakes. When you know you could do better. Well, now's your chance.
So, Gulran and Antaeus can easily track down Zigmars. He is where he usually is at about this time. What's going on? What do you got for me?
Well, Rion's keeping Ivy from us, and we don't know why. Well, we know why we don't know why, but we know he's within his rights to do so, but it's weird. He should have let me I could take care of her.
What do you mean? What's wrong with her?
Well, I'm not super versed on the arcane stuff. Maybe Antaeus can explain it.
Well, so we were in the astral plane, and when we got there, she bolted off, and we couldn't. They went to find her.
Why would she bolt off? I forget. Is this related to the stabbing?
Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember if in character we came to that conclusion or not. It could be. Yes, I would
What
assume
happened
so.
after?
We didn't find her. We did what we were doing there. We came back, and she was kind of out of it when we came back, and then she collapsed, and they took her away.
Wait. Where's Niev? The two of you are here. You were mentioning Ivy. Where's Niev?
Boys' night? No, she went with Ra.
Who?
You just who her? She's someone that somehow crossed the borders between our countries, but they are on their way back.
So Niev is leaving.
It's an opportunity to go back home. I don't know if you ever knew that, but she wasn't originally from here.
I know that.
Oh.
Does Tehran know yet?
Well, the decision had to be made quite snappily, so I don't think he was told.
Tehran?
Remember Tehran, the investigator dude?
Oh, yes. Sorry. I was thinking of somebody else. No, I haven't spoken to him in, I'm assuming it's been at least a few days now.
Yeah.
Did I tell him about the incident with the last time he was there? I don't know if he
I think you did, because remember he came in, he broke into your house. You're like, oh yeah, he's not the only one that's broken into my house. And
Okay. Yeah, if I haven't, I'll explain again, like, what happened this time. Specifically this time. Because I think he was there when I explained it to the rest of the party, but...
That's right.
And
Back to the ring.
he gave me a deadline, and I'd like to help him, but I think that the consequences are greater and more dangerous if I do, unfortunately. But we have reason to believe that Ivy is at the barracks Speaking of which, I don't remember if we had asked you, but you don't happen to know what happens when the Ministry resurrects people, do you? Brings them back?
I didn't know the Ministry would actually do that kind of thing. That
Well,
I was aware of, that's not a thing that they really care for doing much. Unless you're some sort of greatly celebrated hero, but life tends to get a lot more calm after that.
Yes, like when Gulran came back, it didn't occur to me in the moment, but it did seem as if they didn't want us to be a part of the process until they unveiled him. But once the stuff with Ivy happened, it seemed a little more suspicious.
Well, you're finally starting to come around to the idea of not trusting the government. It's about damn time.
Oh, no, I haven't trusted them, but I also... When
Are you
I
kidding
can,
me? You're like always double checking to make sure we're above the law.
Well, yes, I don't want them looking into what we're doing. I don't want them...
They're gonna do it regardless.
Wait, what are
Yes.
you doing?
Well, I mean, I don't want to give them more reason to...
Don't
more
worry,
reason to-
Gulran. Everything we're doing is above board.
Well, I don't want to give them reason to look into anything that we are doing, or that we are doing. I'll look at Gulran.
The sense
As
motive,
well.
the gauge lean in.
Or that we are doing Gulran, because I don't necessarily trust them, and if I give them a reason to look into us and find out more information than they need in our adventures, it could be problematic. I'm sure they probably already know. Rihan seems to know a disturbing amount of information, but...
And Gulran, you're pretty sure that he's being sincere. Like he's if he wasn't operating above board, you're sure by now he would have been caught. But I mean, you can also infer that like above board might have a lot of asterisks next to it.
Yes, because also if we as a group do something or do things that are not above board, then they'll have more reason to have a tighter have a tighter leash on us. And maybe influence us more than I would like. But yes, I don't want to give them as much. I don't trust them, so I give them as much information as I need to.
I think we should transition back to the main issue, which is Ivy.
Yes.
I can look in on her if you'd like. Can check what's going on. I have ways in and out of the barracks if that's where you believe they've taken her.
Yes.
But I'm gonna need you both to be okay with that and keeping your mouth shut.
Hey, look, I'm not looking into anything that you're doing as far as that goes. I have no reason to disbelieve that anything that you're doing is unscrupulous.
Good. Then if you guys will mind your P's and Q's, I'm gonna go make a conjugal visit, and you all can find your own things to do.
You do know that she wasn't conscious last time we saw her, correct?
That was a joke.
Oh. I just wanted to make sure that seemed a little suspect, but it went over my head, obviously.
Anyway, I'm gonna make this my personal responsibility.
Yes, be careful.
I'm always careful. Yeah, and he will slink off. In this particular case, then, a few hours will pass. Ivy, you are laying unconscious you are laying on a cold cell floor as your consciousness slowly comes back. There's a bed next to you, but clearly nobody found the time to put you on it. You too. But weirdly, there's a light that glows from one of the stones next to the bed, and where you're laying feels oddly comfortable, almost as comfortable as a bed, but as cold as the floor. And And as you're kind of getting your bearings, there is a familiar goblin sitting on the bed next to you, or like next to where you were laying. Well, you're
Figures you to
conscious
be
now.
the one. Yes, I guess I am.
Figures what? Sorry, we
I
both
was gonna
talked.
say, figures you'd be the first one I see when I wake up.
I wouldn't have been if not for your friends. They are very interested in your well-being.
Yes, I'm very interested in my well-being as well. What do I remember, by the way? Anything?
You
I
remember
remember
nothing of what happened.
So
you
I
were
remember
standing there, walked up, and then all of a sudden it was like, okay, let's astral project, and then you just like black out from there.
What happened? Why am I here? I don't.
According to your friend Antaeus, you were all traveling, or you all went to the astral plane, and you left everyone behind and went off on your own. They said that I guess they had to track you down. It's part of why you might feel a little bit less than yourself right now.
I remember us astral projecting, and I remember Niev saying something along the effects that Rion effectively told me I should go home and, hang out with you. And of course, I took that as a challenge, so I astral projected with them because no one tells me what to do. And that's the last thing I remember.
He thinks for a moment. It seems like you were being set up. If he really said something like that, that may have been with intention.
I wouldn't put it past Rion. There's something weird about him. He just knows too much about me. He wants me to take certain paths. It feels like he knows more than I do, and he's invested in something about me and wants me to do certain things for some gain on his part. But I don't even know what the gain is or what he knows.
This has been my problem with Rion for a large amount of time. Rion lets me operate a lot of operations that I wouldn't expect him to let me operate. I've been waiting for him to shut them down a number of times, and it still doesn't seem to happen. Then, all of a sudden, he'll come in, and he'll ask the right questions, as if he's known what the operations are, and how complicated they've gotten. It's like he's playing a game that no one else is even participating in. Well, that nobody else knows that they're participating in until they realize that they've made a wrong move. And then we know how far ahead he is, and that we're only going to be catching up.
He's certainly much farther ahead than I am on whatever the hell is happening with my own life and family and lineage, but don't even know where to begin with any of that.
You look different. He'll reach into his pocket and he'll hand you a mirror.
I'll look at it.
Yeah, from where you're laying, maybe you're just laying in the shadows, but you look very shadowed over. You look like you're covered in a giant shadow. If the light were hitting like a large stone, you look like the shadow of that stone is covering over you. So your skin is kind of it's grayish. And it's with the lack of lighting on it.
That's strange.
You look like it's dark in here with all this light. I thought maybe it was just the way you're laying and where I'm sitting and I'm projecting a shadow, but the more I think about it, the light's over there and you're there and I'm over here.
Oh man, I guess my life just keeps getting more and more complicated.
It's not complicated. It's all okay. We're gonna set things right. Aren't we, daughter?
I hope so.
I promise we will.
Okay.
I can't stick around for too much longer. There will be a guard coming down this hall at some point very shortly. You don't know what they've done to you?
No idea. I just woke up. I don't have any memory of anything since astral projecting.
He'll once more reach into his vest and pull out a small thing and hand it to you. Like a little bead. Keep that on you, just to be safe.
Okay.
Don't let anybody take it. Try to hide it as best you can if somebody searches for it, but likely they won't. If you keep your hands closed, they won't really get too into things.
Okay.
Stay safe.
I'll try.
And he will sort of slink off. He'll like go back a little bit and kind of like meld into the wall. And I think with that, we will end for this evening. Night, everyone. Thanks for watching.